Brian the King here, and I just wanted to talk quickly about how I know that Borderlands 4 is coming out, and I just really wanted to get some things off of my mind before Borderlands 4 is made. And I just want to talk quickly about, I just want to make a short video about how I wanted to see more of the Calypso twins. And here is why, okay? Because what we got in the Calypso twins was an amazing story, in my opinion at least. It could have been an amazing story, okay? They could have made it a lot more tragic than what they did. You know, they, like, when the music hits and the story is like playing, you can just feel, like the writers, like, how the writers were like trying to point to a more tragic theme. And you know, and the first Ball Hunter was saying, you know, as he was saying, you know, he was their father and he didn't want to see them go down that route, but eventually they took matters into their own hands, and it eventually led up to them, you know, becoming what they are now, you know, becoming full-fledged villains. And you know, they could have done a much better job for, like, you know, making it tragic, making people actually want to see more of the twins. But what they had there was truly something special, okay? Because they left, I do believe, when they were younger. Okay, why don't we get like some kind of comic book or something about, or like I really want to see a story about them, you know, trying to grow up and them trying to come in terms with how the world actually works, how Pandora really was, and you know, and how their father wasn't really lying to them, and he was just trying to keep them safe. I want to see more of that, you know, I truly do. And I know that some fans, you know, probably haven't given it much thought due to, you know, the story failing and what many see it as a failing anyways. Many people see it as it has failed, but you know, it could have been the twins, okay, could have been one of the greatest. In my opinion, they still can be if they capitalize on it. You know, think about it. Youngsters like trying to convince bandits to join them, or trying to create like a cult, like you know, with their powers, you know, and trying to understand their powers more, around with like psychos and bandits and, you know, all these creatures and stuff like that. You know, it would have been an amazing story to tell, and I don't know why they didn't just start off with that. You know, they could have started off the story with something like that, like a small little tale. Marcus telling it, you know, a group of friends they once had, you know, dying, and then that led to them becoming more and more sadistic and cruel like they are now, and then getting a glimpse of what reality truly is, you know, on Pandora. I think that would have been amazing, you know, and I can't say it enough, dude, that would have been a great story. That would have been a fantastic story to start off with right there, and it would have made the whole story 10 times, if not 20 times better, you know, if we just would have got a little bit more context in that. And also, like, I don't know why they treat the first Bull Hunter like kind of like, in this, they treat him like he's kind of no big deal, like kind of like a side character in some ways. We didn't really get his true emotions, his true thoughts on his son dying, about him hearing about it, you know. And also we never got to learn what his wife was like, how his kids seen his wife. You know, we never got to a family dynamic, a family view, you know. We never got a family view. And it would have just been amazing, even just to see the first Bull Hunter, you know, interact with his wife and the future that they thought they was going to have, you know, etc. It would have been so much better. And they could have added the story into that. It wouldn't have been that hard. Wouldn't have been that difficult. They could have just had Marcus tell it, you know, a quick story. And it would have made it 10 times better. People would keep going back for the story and appreciating the story. Just like they did with Handsome Jack, you know. He had a daughter and everything, and how that turned out, you know. It would have just been amazing for them to see them take that route. Like, I know we don't want every Borderlands game to be like, all, you know, all the villains are tragic and, you know, stuff like that, but still, they truly were tragic, and it would have made an excellent story if they would have just capitalized on that. I know I've been a little bit here and there with my words. Sorry guys, I got a bit of a speech disorder, so bear with me here. And I don't want to keep on saying that in my videos. Sometimes I do want to discuss the whole speech disorder thing I got, you know, but and you know, it's like a speech difficulty, but it's also called speech disorder. Anyways, I just want to continue on with the video without focusing on that anyways. But, you know, you guys can comment and let me know what you guys think about that and what you guys think about my idea here and my view on what could have been the best Borderlands game in the franchise, the best story in the franchise at least. Besides maybe Handsome Jack, like, I don't know anything that can kind of beat Borderlands 2 in the story in terms of Handsome Jack, just because, like I said, his is like pretty tragic, and I you know, a lot of people gravitate towards him for that reason, and they could have made something so special with that. You know, they could have made something very, very special with the whole Borderlands 3 story if they just would have took that route like they did with Borderlands 2. It would have been a massive hit, I guarantee it. Now, maybe not for everyone. Not everyone is really into the tragicness, but, you know, Borderlands 3, the story was tragic when it comes to the twins. It was pretty tragic, but they kind of glossed over that and they focused on humor. I mean, Maya died, for example. Why did they let Maya die? It makes no sense. And, you know, and when Maya died and they killed her off to the twins, everyone's like, yeah, dude, we're done with the twins. Everyone's like, you gotta be kidding me. We love Maya, and they did this for, you know, with the twins, and everyone hates them now because of that. But, you know, like, okay, they could have went different with the story here, with Maya. Why didn't they make it a bit more like, you know, get a side of the twins that were like where they didn't want to hurt the child? But I don't know, like in this scenario, Maya doesn't have to die, and in this scenario, Ava doesn't either. Like, they could have done something like that. You know, they could have done it where the twins are like, yeah, we're not wasting our time on you, or one of them step up, Troy or whoever it may be, you know, of the twins. It doesn't matter which one. You know, they step up and they're like, you know, we don't got time for you, you know, we're just gonna leave. It could have been like that, you know. I mean, hell, they could teleport, or they could have teleported them to a cell or something and let them escape. You know, we could have done something like that, you know. You know, anything better than Maya dying. But they chose humor and all that, and you know, it's ridiculous. But they would have went with a more tragic story, which, if you look at it in my point of view, it was. Like, if you look at it, it was meant to be tragic, you know. I mean, the dude was the first Will Hunter. I forgot his name, honestly. It's been a while since I played Borderlands 3, and I'm not good at remembering names, honestly, but they're like, okay, he blew himself up. He was gonna sacrifice himself. They could have made that moment so more better, special. You know, like, I do like how they took the moment, and he was like, I was like all slow, and he was like, I'm sorry, and he was like, I'm sorry, I gotta put you down, you know. And it's my fault, so I'm gonna take myself with you. And they could have made it so much better, you know. Truly, they truly could have made it so much better. Or, like for example, they could have like leached the life out of them, and then one of the two, doesn't matter which one did, and then you know they could have like cured his spirit or something, or the Vole Hunters could have, and the spirit could have guided us to defeating them. It could have been so much better. But I think I made my point here, guys. You know, comment to let me know what you guys think, and if you guys do agree with me here, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.